Welcome back to News Insight. The Independent National Electoral Commission in Anambra State has come out to say that they make rigging or buying of position difficult. They say because they put a very high price on it. Well, I couldn't think of what to think of what the electoral, the resident electoral commission has said. He said he will give them a price of 3 billion naira. I just thought Anambra State that has billionaires.
That's what I thought too. What if someone is able to pay that sum?
Exactly. He said he would take 1 billion and give to the staff 1 billion to go and buy a house in Caribbean and stay there. Do you understand? I don't think 3 billion is anything, you know. So is this sellable? What if I'm able to afford the 3 billion?
You see, there's this what we know in the contract, there's offer and acceptance, you know. He had put an offer to the Anambra and Nigerian that, look, I am game. I know you are businessmen and women, I am game. So, should we take her word seriously? For me, we shouldn't. Because the way I understand what she is saying, she's saying that the money you've been giving to me is not enough. I need more money from you. She had just told the whole world that, look, she's accessible. She has been accessible because she said they came and they told them to bring 3 billion and they ran away. So she has told us that she's been accessible by an Iberian and she has been dealing with them. So how is she going to convince us that she never accepted money from the Anambra politicians? For me, it's baffling that an umpire will make that kind of statement.
I think it was too flimsy.
Yeah.
I think the statement was just somehow, because first of all, why will you even come out and make that statement? Which means, the people that have come to you don't have 3 billion. And what if I now have 3 billion? That means I can come.
So why did she, the people that came to her, why did she not escalate it and say they are asking me to?
You see, that's why I said there's offer and acceptance. She had just made an offer because if what she said is true, in law they said the person that gave bribe
And the president
they both committed an offense.
Yes.
If she was approached with money, what was she supposed to do?
To report.
To hand those people over to the police. Don't forget that she had police only and police around her there.
Yes.
What did she do with the people that approached her? Like I said here not too long ago, I said what he said means that she's accessible, that she has been dealing with politicians in the past. And maybe, just maybe, she felt that was the social media. Maybe some few section of the police. So she's making it open. That
I'm here.
I feel like it's an advertisement,
exactly.
sort of.
Yeah,
because I'm here. This is my this is my offer.
They've been offering me maybe 1 billion. So if you have 3 billion, you can.
And it's funny that she has already spent the money.
And why is she bringing it up now that the election is
coming up?
Exactly. That's why I said it's
marketing.
As an advertisement. Offer and acceptance.
She has spent the money. She has already said I'll give 1 billion to my staff. She has made an
open offer to an Anambra politician to say that, look, Anambra South Central District is in the offering. The Anambra State governorship is in the offering. And I am here. I've conducted 3 elections in Anambra, and I will conduct this one. Maybe this one is the last one I'm going to conduct. So if I have been taking 1 billion before now, if you've been giving me 1, so don't come to my office.
3 billion.
Don't come to my office with 1 billion again.
Don't come to my office.
You come, if you want to see me, you come to see me at least from 3 billion. Because
and she explained why she needed the 3 billion.
And she didn't even say no. She was economical with her words because she has to grease the pants of the national.
That's the other 1 billion.
Yes.
because she not the other 1 billion.
Nothing was said about that.
So it shows the 1 billion for my staff.
Yes.
1 billion for me. Did you explain the other 1 billion?
She was silent over the other 1 billion. So it shows to you what the kind of INEC we have in this country. This clearly shows that we are not prepared yet for democracy. You know why? Because we have not had the right body to conduct elections. You see, people who aspire to, to position of office in this country suffer a lot. because they suffer in the hands of political party. To get a ticket, you have to get a godfather. And when they finish with that, they still have INEC to deal with.
And they also have the people to deal
To
with.
deal with, that's
Come
true.
here, just allow me. After INEC, if they manage to succeed to win or whatever, they still have tribunal to deal with. These ones are devil themselves. And then you come to the people who will now say, how much are you offering? The devil that has been giving them 10,000, they would rather go with that. The man who comes to genuinely to say and offer himself for service to the people, they will rubbish the person. So you see, we have a long way to go. You see the kind of INEC we have, and it's still there that they see the commissioner had made this statement for over 24 hours and nothing has happened to him or her. It shows to you the kind of INEC we have, the kind of government we have.
That was one of the questions I wanted to ask, because if this statement has been made, why is this person still in this position?
Exactly. Nobody has questioned her.
Exactly.
Or him. And he's still there in the office. So it shows that he's not the only one that is
And to have such boldness.
Yes, it's not. It's a common tradition. It's a common, culture within the INEC, institution, both at the national and throughout the 36 states. So how do you hope to get proper election with this kind of people in office? So it's a sad thing.
How do we fix INEC? Because as it is right now, INEC looks like just come and eat, or come and be. They are an unfair umpire that works for the government of the day, that works for the highest bidder, that works for who they want to give the power to. And the first statement by the INEC chairman that go to court, if you have conducted a real fair election, how could you have been telling a party to go to court? How could you have prepared for an election for a long time, brought beavers, brought servers, brought everything, IREF, and on the last day that they were going to be used, you say you packed them one side?
He said when the 2023 election was ongoing, there were so many complaints. Each time they brings a complaint, and there's a provision in the electoral law that they will look at, they will review all the complaints and come up with a statement. By the time he announced it, he didn't review those statements because that's some of the process we were supposed to follow by the law. Instead of looking at those complaints from Osun State and all of that, and all throughout the federation, he never bothered. He just collated the result and announced the result. And like you said, he said, go to court. You see, this is the problem we have. Billions and billions of naira has been invested in INEC. We don't have result. It brings us back to the same question. You see, to the same question and the same answer. Why is this so? It is so because you do not put the right person in the right place.
Yes.
You see, if we must proceed, people must get into office by merit and not by settlement.
Or connection.
Or tribal settlement, religious settlement, or what have you.
Yeah.
People, you see, for instance, let's take our mind back. When Jonathan appointed Professor Jerry Jega as INEC chairman, he had no knowledge of the man.
Because he told us, I've never met him before.
It was on recommendation. And you see, Jega did well to a large extent until the 2015 election. Okay? That's how it should go until sentiment now crept into him. And I think he's regretting it. You understand? But in the case of Mahmoud, even before Mahmoud was appointed, there were accusations, there were allegations that the man is corrupt and all of that. Because the man had issue. Those who brought him to be, and because they have his dozer, that if he doesn't do their bidding, they will show him his car. So you see the problem we have. You see, the government of the day need to do more than what we are saying. And what the government of the day is, people will be crying for free and fair elections.
So what do you think, for example, someone like Inrec, right, that is flippant with her mouth about money? If you had people come to you and say, can we buy this vote? what would you have done? You'd have alerted the police. For someone like her now, what should be done to her?
You see, this is an interesting country. In Adamawa State,
Yes.
the INEC commissioner announced the result that he doesn't have power to announce, and so many things happen. And then the man ran away to today. Have you prosecuted him?
Even though they told us they arrested him.
This one is just mere statement he made, flip-plan statement. But this one was seen committing the act. They were at the point we were having two electoral results in Adamawa State just not too long ago.
Because of someone that has collected 2 billion naira.
I also think she should be held accountable. Those people, because this is a statement, which means her statement insinuates that there are people that have come to her, should be held accountable to bring out those people that have come to her before. So both she and those other people, they should be held accountable under the law. So they should try them based on the law, because this is bribery. And she should not be in charge of that place, because it shows that if you cannot come out to report those people that are coming to you with bribe, it means you're not doing your work well.
And these elections have been held some maybe like 18, 19 months now, some more than 3 years, and she never mentioned anything of sort. All of a sudden, she comes up and say that this is what happened. That means if it's happening in Anambra, it's also happening everywhere.
You know,
that's what it means.
If you remember Mike Guinea, when he was wreck, you saw you see person who is a true patron of this country.
Yeah.
He was wreck of Edo State, Akwa Ibom, Rivers. The results were clear. You can't compromise him. I think people like that should be made to man INEC. You see, yes.
But you can't live forever.
What he said is very correct. These persons have said that people came to me with money, and I gave them bid that they couldn't pay, so they went back. So what happened? Where are the people? So she and the people, I think she should be invited for investigation, so that she could name those people
that came to her, that offered her bribe.
And those people should be invited because they have broken the law of the land.
Yes.
So they should be made to face this.
So even though they are elected now or whatever
it is,
yes.
It should be,
because we don't trust the process that brought them to power.
In fact, the police they should invite her first to tell the police who came to her with money.
All right, so you're taking away the police should invite her, and so that
she should be invited for investigation.
You're taking away Vicky.
It's the same thing. They should invite her for investigation, and apart from that, I think they should also hold her accountable too, because it's obvious that you are now an accomplice since you did not report these people.
Okay. Well, our takeaway today on INEC. INEC is an important umpire in elections in this country and every other country as well. Everybody have their mode and form to which they have they conduct their election. US have theirs, Great Britain have ours, we have ours. And our own is that the Independent Electoral Commission have state electoral commissioners in every state. The same thing goes down to the local government. They collect results and send it for every election that has been done. If the elections or these results are manipulated, we're not going to get to where we're going. And these are the issues we've been talking on about the voting pattern and principles in our country. They must change. We'll be back on News Insight.